Hello, I'm Vila Spiderhawk, and I'm going to read an excerpt from Short Stories. This book is available for $2.99 at Amazon's Kindle store, at Barnes & Noble's Nook store, and in PDF, printable, and other formats at smashwords.com. But the easiest way to get it is just go to my website, www.vilaspiderhawk.com. That's where you'll find all the links to all my books. I have no recollection of meeting Aunt Hattie. She was just always there, a cherished friend of my mother's who lived in a small red brick cube of a house in Summers Point near Ocean City, New Jersey. To my childish eyes, she looked positively ancient, though I'm sure she was only in her 60s. We visited her often when I was a girl, packing up the old Ford with fresh vegetables and fruit and bread and confections my mother had baked. We never took any meat. Uncle Charlie, Hattie's husband, was a dedicated fisherman. Even in winter, we dined on fluke or flounder that he'd caught in the morning and filleted. Uncle Charlie had to fish, regardless of the month. Every morning, he had to be up before dawn, eat his cream of wheat from his special blue bowl, and drink 2 cups of coffee with honey and cream. Had to drive his battered pickup to the wharf. Though Aunt Hattie was equally in love with the sea, she wasn't one for the rod and reel. Instead, she took me to the beach where we sculpted shell-strewn sand into unidentifiable objects. Or we frolicked in the waves until we both had turned blue. Or went crabbing at the mild-mannered bay. Kneeling on the ragged blanket she had spread as protection from the splinters of our favorite pier, she'd ask about school or my friends back in the city and lower our maple-slatted traps. One by one, she'd let me tie the traps rope to the pier, check my knots, and then settle in to wait. Finding dolphins and horses and lilies in the clouds, we'd dangle our bare feet in the nippy salt water or huddle together when October's chilly wind nibbled at our noses and ears. We'd suck the bay's mollusk breath deeply into our lungs and in whispers appropriate to a worship service would marvel at the beauty of the sea. Her turquoise eyes squinting in the afternoon glare, she would scrape a strand of steel wool hair from her cheek and remind me that the ocean was the source of all life. We're all mostly made of water, she'd point out, her alto voice bowing in wonder to the waves. Our salt tears and our sweat show that we're sisters with the fish. The ocean is your mother. She'd hug me to her heart. Mine too. And so I bring all my worries to her. And if I'm quiet and listen, really listen, I find that she always has an answer to my problem. Again, this is from Short Stories. This book is available for $2.99 at Amazon's Kindle store, at Barnes & Noble's Nook store, and in PDF, printable, and other formats at smashwords.com. But the easiest way to get it is to just go to my website, www.vilaspiderhawk.com. That's where you'll find all the links to all my books.